Yeah. Just to let you know I'm ballin'. I'm a smoke. Make it rain just to let you know.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports.
With that, it's time to crown the champion of the NFC. And to call the action, we send it to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Chicago Bears. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jameis now on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. From the gun, Winston. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Jameis to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Fowler. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. First carry of the game here for Trey Mason. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Cameron Meredith from 17 yards out, and the Bears have taken the early lead. And on a stage of this magnitude, the conference championship, so many early game jitters can happen, so that scores a big relief to a coach.
Yeah, no one wants to mention that in the locker room before the game. No one says, hey, listen, don't fumble or don't do this because you don't want negative thoughts. That's why getting off to a good start is so huge for everyone. The first score in the conference title game, massive.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Working out of the gun, Winston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a handoff here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agreed totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. Oh, nice move. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Shift together here from the D-line. On first down, Trubisky on the screen. This is Mason. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go now.
On second down, here's Trubisky. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Oh, design run for their wideout. And some space here. Whoosh. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
Let's go.
On first and 10, it's Trubisky. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On second down, Trubisky. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 16. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Now Trubisky on first down. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney.
Now Mason. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Second down a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Trubisky will throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And McManus able to put it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. A big hit. Knocked out sideways. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the wideout in motion. Now a handoff looking right. Acott's right sideline and some space. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 34 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. They go play action here on first down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Dante Fowler from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. Now Winston. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on third.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Here's Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. Fresh set of downs here. Slot man moves right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. To throw, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 points?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that. Super toe.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Buccaneers have it. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this,
and it is cold,
and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Winston. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Now Jameis trying to hurry his crew to the line. Here's Winston. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And Butker able to put this one through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the second quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now it's Trubisky. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go, as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Starting the drive with Mason on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter, because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? Know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan. They're working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now let's go.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now a handoff looking right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off right around the 43. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 39. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Bucs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Winston. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going. It's Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On the give, this is their fullback. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Going to throw deep for the ends, and this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Following the interception, Winston. Forced out to his left. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Now they try the right side here. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Jameis now on first down. Steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without. License, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 2nd down, Winston again. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
3rd and long for Winston. Looking left side, and it's complete. 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there, 81 yards. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Jameis to throw it. Flushed out right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. But kicker now to kick this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. To start the drive to Mason. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Mason. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now Trubisky. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
The slot man in motion right. Now they run. It's Mason. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. 8 yards to go here on 2nd down. Here's Trubisky to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run here with Mason. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. On 3rd down, it's Mason, and he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first, this one from 38. And McManus able to put it through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. First down, Winston. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 53 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're...
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Buying time to his left. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down around the 37.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second down, Winston. And he's going to go down again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Winston. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. Now Willis, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aaron Donald able to run him down for a loss of a yard. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. And the crowd on its feet, and understandably so. They are Super Bowl bound after taking that knee.
How about the ability to celebrate not just winning a championship, but to do it with your fans on your home field? What a great collaboration for them all year long.
They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And the crowd on its feet, and understandably so. They are Super Bowl bound after taking that knee.
How about the ability to celebrate not just winning a championship, but to do it with your fans on your home field? What a great collaboration for them all year long.
So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough because...
No Harvard, but I was a scholar. Hard knocks, and I learned to be smarter. Don't prefer to be bothered. You get if I order. That's word to my father. I will for my mother. Deal with my brothers. Keep it real. Don't talk with no. Plus I duck undercover. Gotta stay on this mission. Got a vision that's endless. They told me don't be a menace. They gon' serve me a sentence. But now I'm up in the illest that did it. Get the cream look. Drop it in it. Give about opinions. I'm just minding my business. If I'm grinding, I'm shining. Don't got time for the gimmicks. Squad, I'm it. 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 Squad. Okay, now we back to square one. It's hard to square up. Everybody got come, mama cries, dead sons. Lord, please bless them. Back